Zullen we maar beginnen? Oké, goedemorgen en welkom op de Radiodag 2010. Voor de 33ste keer zijn we bij elkaar sinds 1978 en ik hoop dat jullie je thuis zullen voelen in de nieuwe accommodatie van Casa 400 en een leuke dag zullen hebben.
So welcome to this year's Radio Day, which is the 33rd in a row since 1978. We hope that you're feeling fine here in the brand new Hotel Casa 400 and that you will enjoy our Radio Day. We have compiled an interesting program which we now would like to introduce to you.
Ja, we starten zo dadelijk met het Radio Mi Amigo panel. Die zal worden voorgezet door onze grote vriend Mike Jacobs. En dat zal worden gevolgd door de finale van de Radio Mi Amigo 100.9 FM quiz.
We start with the Radio Mi Amigo panel, which will be moderated by our good friend Mark Jacobs. It will be followed by the final of the Radio Mi Amigo 100.9 FM quiz.
Een van de hoogtepunten van dit jaar is de Radio 390 reunion. Met verschillende gasten die op dit unieke radiostation vanaf Red Sand Forts in de Theemsmonding hebben gewerkt. Trevor Adams van het project Red Sands zal dit panel voorzitten.
So one of this year's highlights will be the Radio 390 reunion with several guests who have worked for this unique radio station on Red Sands Fort in the Thames estuary. Trevor Adams from Project Red Sand will moderate the 390 panel.
Ieder jaar is hij er weer, Graham Gill, om te zingen. Dit jaar niet. Hij zal dit jaar zijn boek gaan presenteren waar hij 2 jaar aan gewerkt heeft. En daarna zal een handtekeningssessie plaatsvinden voor diegenen die het boek gekocht hebben en een handtekening willen hebben van Graham. Vervolgens is er een gesprek met Siver Ungemark uit Zweden, die voor het Scandinavische zeezenderproject Radio Nord heeft gewerkt. En hij zal worden geïnterviewd door zijn landgenoot Ronnie Forsland.
So instead of singing his evergreen, Graham Gill will present his new book this year. And he will, of course, sign his book, if you want. And then we will welcome Seve Ungermark from Sweden, who has worked for the Scandinavian offshore station Radio Nord. He will be interviewed by Ronnie Forsland.
En dit jaar is het 40 jaar geleden dat we voor het eerst konden luisteren naar Radio Noordzee Internationaal. Met uitzendingen vanaf de Meebo 2, dat in januari 1970 van start gaan. Er zijn 2 panels met RNI-medewerkers, de Engelstalige en de Nederlandstalige. En ze zullen worden voorgezet door Robbie Owen en Nico Steenbergen.
This year it has been 40 years ago that RNI started its transmissions from the Meebo 2 in January 1970. You can expect 2 superb panels called RNI is 40. 2 panels being hosted by Nico Steenbergen and Robbie Owen.
En ons programma vandaag zal worden afgesloten met een interview door Herbert Visser. En hij zal in gesprek gaan met de zangeres uit Amerika, Chai Coltrane. En misschien is er een verrassing op het einde.
Today's program will be finished with a Radio Day special. Herbert Visser in conversation with Chai Coltrane. And who knows, there might be a nice surprise in the end.
Gedurende de laatste 12 maanden zijn er verschillende e-mails uitgegaan om mensen uit te nodigen voor de panels van Mi Amigo 390 en RNI. Niet iedereen is mogelijk om te komen. En we hebben wat berichten van diegenen die er niet kunnen zijn.
During the last 12 months, we have written countless emails to invite as many Mi Amigo 390 and RNI people as possible. These were the ones who unfortunately had to send us negative replies, but also sent many good wishes for this year's Radio Day. So Hans will start with them.
Oké, allereerst een boodschap. Hartelijk dank voor de uitnodiging. Ik zou hier heel graag op ingaan op deze radiodag mijn oude collega's opnieuw te ontmoeten en mooie herinneringen op te halen. Te praten over de good old days en over wat er intussen van iedereen is geworden. Alleen heb ik op zaterdag 13 november al een evenement staan in Brugge. Het is een van onze belangrijkste jaarlijkse activiteiten die we in het kader van onze overheidsopdracht in Vlaanderen organiseren, samen met het instituut waarvan ik directeur ben. Jammer genoeg moet ik verstek laten gaan. Hoe graag ik dat voor deze gelegenheid nogthans ook zou willen, want ik was dolgraag erbij geweest in Amsterdam. Hopelijk lukt het de volgende keer. Met hartelijke groet, Ton Schipper.
Then a message from Ian Anderson from RNI. I would love to come for a variety of reasons, to meet you guys, to meet some of my old colleagues, and to visit the Netherlands again. But there is still the issue which has prevented me from going to reunions such as those for Radio Caroline and Radio 4th in Edinburgh. That issue is that my wife Inga and I have the radio station, and we have a young family. It is hard enough on both of us to juggle those two, and it would be most unfair to put all the burden on Inga, even for only a few days. Sorry, Ian Anderson.
We'll try my best to put into the schedule, but from Beverly Hills it's a long way to come. Just was there in January and enjoyed every minute of Holland. Wishing you a very good reunion and hope I can share it with you. And just this week another email came from the same guy who wrote, I'm in Panama at the moment. It's impossible to come to Amsterdam. Was signed Larry Tremaine.
En Ferry Maat zegt, beste Martin, het spijt me, maar ik ben helaas verhinderd. Met vriendelijke groet. Sorry.
Ja, dan vanuit Suriname. Je had waarschijnlijk niet anders verwacht, Hans, dat jullie het zoals steeds zonder de illustere aanwezigheid zullen moeten stellen. Doe iedereen mijn hartelijke groeten, want indachtig het veteranenconcept zullen er zo langzamerhand steeds minder van ons zijn. Maar ik wens jullie wel heel veel succes en vooral heel veel plezier. Groetjes, Gerard Smit.
H.A. Barons, dear Martin, I'm afraid chances of me making it to Amsterdam are again very slim. My condition has worsened again over the past few weeks. Some days I find it difficult to even walk about in the house. I am very sorry to have to disappoint you, but I am also disappointing myself, as I would dearly have loved to have seen my former colleagues one more time. I hope you will all have a splendid reunion and I will be there in thought at least.
Dan gaan we over naar Dave Rogers. Hi Martin, I'm afraid I have some disappointing news for you. You might know that nowadays I do a spot of acting and I have just been cast in a London play that, with rehearsals and performance, will take me through the whole of October and November. My best wishes, Keith.
Erik Post. Beste Martin, ik zal er helaas niet bij zijn in november. Wens jullie veel succes met de organisatie en een mooie dag. Erik Post.
Dan gaan we naar Mel Bowden. Thank you for your unexpected invitation, which was very nice to receive. Unfortunately, I am playing with my band on that night for a charity I support and any other gig, and I would have got another guitarist to take my place. Last saw Roger at Sadly Christian's funeral, although I have been out of the radio business for years.
So we have to add that Mel Bowden was Mark Stewart on RNI. Rob Eden, I'm afraid it is looking unlikely that I will be there. It's a pity, as I was looking forward to seeing everyone. Maybe next time, Rob.
And the Archer, thank you for your email. However, I am sorry, but I won't be able to attend this year's event. I have explained my reasons to Hans, who I'm sure will tell you. Well, one of his parents is very ill, and he doesn't want to leave England for that purpose. I do hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing the pictures and reading all about it. With all good wishes as ever, Andy Archer.
And we had several messages from Edwin Bollier. Last but not least, Edwin will not be here, but he has sent us a video message which will be shown later during the RNI panel.
Then we're going to Robin Banks. Dear Martin, I sincerely hope that both you and your family are keeping well and all is going to plan. Regrettably, I have to inform you that I will be unable to attend Radioday this year. This is due to my being contracted for TV and radio installation in West Africa. I'd like to wish you all a terrific day and one of the best so far. Very best wishes.
And yesterday evening, Roger Twiggy wrote, "Sadly, I can't make it to the event. My wife has been ill and I really don't like to leave her. Pity, as I was really looking forward to it. Please send all my old shipmates and the audience my love and good wishes. Sincerely, Roger Twiggy." 390.
Yeah, it's another. We're almost finished. I shall not be in Amsterdam, sadly, and I will miss you all. But I'm recovering, but I still have some 5 weeks before I can even drive again. I shall be with you in spirit, though. My very best wishes to all involved, especially my former Radio 390 colleagues, Patrick Mark Hamilton and Brian Collingford. Happy days, John and Connie. Ross Banna.
So you see, we are into Radio 390 right now. The next one is Wolf Byrne. I regretfully must conclude now that I am definitely not able to attend. There are so many details I have forgotten about my stay on 390. I had hoped to be reminded at the Radio Day. I do remember that the red Sandsfords were in much better condition than shivering sands of Radio City and much more comfortable. I wish you all a very enjoyable day on the 13th and look forward to seeing the pictures on your website.
Then we go to David Allen. It was most ungracious of me not to reply to you sooner. I apologize. I am unable at the moment to plan ahead for even a couple of months and really do not know what I might be doing in November. So I must decline your kind invitation. Given the caliber of my ex-colleagues, I'm sure the Radio Day will be a huge success.
And Keith Martin, I'm very sorry for my responding delay to your kind invitation, but sadly I won't be able to make it. But if I were to have been able to join you in Amsterdam, I would certainly recall my first awareness of Radio 390. Regretfully, I won't be able to share fond memories in Amsterdam, but perhaps you may like to exploit my rambling recollections. So he did write a big letter to me. Sincerely, Keith Martin.
Then we go over to a sad message. On the 22nd of June 2010, I got a phone call from Mrs. Maria St. Clair, who had been Dominique's Le Fou partner during the past 10 years. She told me that Dominique has unfortunately died of cancer on June the 2nd. He became 78 years old. Dominic has definitely planned to attend the Radio 390 reunion on the 30th of November, being a radio enthusiast since the 60s. Mrs. Sinclair hadn't been aware of the seriousness of Dominic's illness until his final day, so his sudden death was quite a shock for her.
And Frank Werpet. Hello Martin, I'm afraid Frank won't be able to join you at your reunion as he has suffered a further stroke and is currently in hospital. Whilst he is making steady progress, it is unlikely that he will be able to fully function for the foreseeable future. Nevertheless, I know he will join with me in wishing the event every success. Regards, Susan Werpet.
And finally, a message from Stephen West. Many thanks for your kind invitation to this year's Radio Day. Amsterdam is my favorite city and I would have loved to have been there. Sadly, due to a number of professional commitments for the weekend, I'm afraid I won't be able to attend. However, please give my best wishes to my former Radio 390 colleagues. I hope you have a successful day.
So, and before we start with Mi Amigo as planned, two emails from Ron O'Quinn and Paul Jackson. Ron O'Quinn wrote, "Gentlemen, I sincerely hope that the 2010 Radio Day is a roaring success. My best wishes go out to you and the attendees. Sincerely, Ron O'Quinn." And Paul Jackson from Laser Hot Hits. "Good luck with the Radio Day coming up. I wish I could attend again this year. It was a blast last year, seeing everybody. I cannot thank you enough for your hospitality." So that was fine from Paul Jackson.
En daarmee is de radiodag geopend voor dit jaar. We wensen jullie veel plezier.
we starten met Radio Mi Amigo. Ik hoop dat Rob van Dam inmiddels ook nog niet hier is. We moeten natuurlijk opletten dat we... Ah, prima. Oké, so in 3 minutes time, Radio Mi Amigo. Okay.